Hello guys, I haven't been recording lately because the topics which I find interesting are too hard to prepare well. But this time I will show you interesting bug which is popular lately. I think this bug was forever in Drednot since maybe pushers were introduced, I'm not sure. So because I saw very long time ago that there were situations where lasers were going out of ship. So I will show you how to repeat steps. What steps you require to repeat this bug. So you need expando, which will be affected by about 16 pushers. It can be lower amount, especially it requires more pushers at start. Later it can be lower count, but I will build pushers on both sides. So here are 8 pushers, and I need to have a bigger expando, because if I want to have 8 pushers affecting it, it has to be bigger, you know. If you make pushers also like this, you know, in this way, and at the bottom you can go with smaller expando, but I will try to show you this bug on 2 sides. Later I will maybe show you know, different kind of setup. Okay, so what is this bug? If you have a big amount of pushers affecting expando, it will go crazy. First, it will start moving very quickly, and it's gonna has very huge energy. What I mean is that if you touch it with item or something, it will shoot, and it's gonna have so high energy. If you touch it with player, it's very likely that you will get ejected from ship, and it's gonna crash your client. So okay, I almost have very big expando. And this what I call energy, you know, because these lasers are adding energy. You can transfer it through collision, and if energy is too high, expando will stop moving, and it's gonna, after a while, it's gonna break whole engine, physics engine. So you're gonna see lasers going, you know, like this. This laser would go here, and it's gonna go through the ship hulk. So okay, this expando seems big enough for me. So I will remove these items, and let me start. The problems are that expando can eject, you know, has so much energy that it's gonna fly away. Okay, you can see now it's gonna go very wild. So I will add more blocks, so I will try to keep them in check so it doesn't fly too quickly, and maybe I will drop one item. 1 second, I will drop wrench. You can see it's flying everywhere, and I can remove this part, and you can see it's flying everywhere. I don't want it to hit expando. Okay, it happened because if expando gets inside, it can break this expando out of these pushers. So at this point you can see it's gonna go crazy like this for some time, and I'm not sure if it's gonna go to a stage where it's gonna break whole physics engine, because I think it's losing energy when it hits the wall, you know. So I would need to make a bit bigger this area. So I will embiggener. Okay, let me embiggener it, and I will add more maybe pushers, so you will see hopefully I hope that it's gonna... it's... okay, it's gone forever. So I will add here more pushers. So we can see this is crazy, but I will try to do it once again. The annoying part is that I have to, recreate, refill this expander. But if I have pushers from all sides, I need this expander. I don't need it to be so big. So it's, I think, the smallest possible expander for it to work, if you have from 4 sides pushers, it's gonna be around 45, 55, 52, it's gonna work for sure, maybe 50. And remember, at the beginning it needs more power, more pushers to start. So it's possible to add some extra power with handheld pusher. So you can see it's growing, but now it's stuck. It's stuck to the right side, so you need to move it at all to start. It's not gonna go crazy in this position. So let me check. I will wait, until now. I can try. You can see it's gonna hit like 6 pushers, 6 or 5 pushers. So maybe a bit more. But when it's gonna rotate, it's gonna add more, Okay, so I will add handheld pusher, and I'm gonna change this to push. I wanted it to pull so it doesn't escape somewhere. Okay, here we go. You can see this is the crazy phase. And I can, 1 second. I don't like these expanders because if they get a lot of energy, they can fly in and they can displace this expander. So items should take some energy. Oh, this is the part where it's gonna break. It already has so much energy that it's not gonna collide with items, probably. And yeah, you can see there is no effect. And soon lasers will go on all sides. And then you can, there will be no collision. Okay, so here you see. And I can build remote turrets, but you can see there is collision detection. So I will change it by, I think, I'm not sure, okay. Now there is again no collision detection. So even if my client thinks that I cannot build here, I just build that, this weird, here I cannot, so let me place one again. Okay, let me try, okay. And you can see there are stacked remote turrets, and generally it's gonna be broken. Everything is broken now, or at least a lot of things. I think this wall doesn't exist. Yeah, you can see loader is falling. So let me fix physics engine. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. First, I want to remove loaders. I'm using this trick that you can hold and remove items very quickly. So I will try to remove pushers. I start from block, so I don't have situation where menu pops. Okay, so we can see now I have no pushers. Let me check physics engine if it's fixed. So now I have this expanders, remote turrets in place. Let me check if they're gonna work. I'm not sure if physics is corrected, but if not, then simply you can save ship, and I'm quite sure it's gonna be working. You can also place multiple loaders on one block. Okay, so I'm waiting. I'm not sure if they're gonna be reloaded. Does it work or not? because maybe there is some issue with vision, but no, it doesn't make sense. One second. Why this loader doesn't work? There is remote turret which needs to be reloaded, and this loader doesn't give a fuck. Okay, I'm confused. Can I reload by hand? I'm not using fly mode. Okay, so I will use fly mode. Now, probably there is some issue with multiple remote turrets in one place. Okay. But if you can see that I'm gonna use these turrets, and all are trying to to shoot. Some don't have ammo, but I'm not sure if you can place multiple. Yeah, you can multiple remote turrets in one spot. So something like this, and now second in the same spot. So this can be abused. I'm quite sure that dev will ban anyone who abuses it on normal server, or at least he resets, ship if you try to make it for a real advantage. But you can also try to do some reloading with this expander. I think it's gone, but it's bugged. So if I reload, let me reload for cola. Okay, no, I can see it. So yeah, it's a bit bugged, but it would, oh, now everything is bugged. Okay, so yeah, I would have to save the ship and maybe then it would work. I will try. I think this bug is fun because if you touch this expander with something, it's gonna eject, items, and it will have so much energy, and you can hit yourself, and it can be interesting, but you will lose client. So yeah, you could try to make items go everywhere, so maybe reloading or storage or recycling. On test server there are uses like people try sometimes to spam boosters, shield boosters, and make this big expander, to fill all Freeport. And you could probably try to make some ship which abuses this expander, and you drop metal here and it goes to your factories. Because if items flies even very quick, loader will catch it. So that's it for this video, because I feel like I'm gonna repeat myself if I keep going, because this is this bug. Simplest version is to make somehow like 16 pushers trying to hit one spot, one expander. You have to beginner expander to all the pushers hit. If it starts to dance, then you can choose to disable some pushers and just use this expander and then its energy to move items. If you want to break physics, just keep going, add more pushers. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope that it's gonna be fixed one day. See ya.